I do want to welcome our guest of honor here tonight, and he'll be keeping things moving as well. You know him, you love him. He is the grandfather of all things meteorological in this city. He is loved by all who have ever known him. It is my great honor, ladies and gentlemen, to please welcome back Lewis alum. Oh, he's here, good. Tom Skilling, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, he went beyond the script I paid him to recite. Thank you, Jim. How nice it is to be here, and what a beautiful venue this year. We were at the Palmer House the last couple of years. It's nice to be out here in the western suburbs, and this is simply a beautiful place. I've had a chance to meet a number of you and say hello. I'm always struck by just how nice everybody at this gathering is. And it's such an honor to be here and to talk with you. This is such a wonderful occasion. We have young people who work with me in our weather office who are college students, and it's not easy to be a college student today. There are many challenges, and so what is being done here tonight is just outstanding. I'm delighted to be here again as a special guest of Lewis University in support of an important cause, the Mission Fund, which is extraordinary. I don't know if many of you know this, but I had a dream to become a meteorologist since I was a little boy. Used to have paper routes and took the money to buy weather equipment and dreamed one day of becoming a meteorologist. I worked very hard in school in pursuing the career and opportunities to achieve that goal, and I've been very lucky because a lot of it is luck. But I know how obstacles can pop up along the way to achieving the dreams of young people who go to school today. And for many students, the path will be paved with obstacles preventing them from finishing their education, such as a sick parent, the need to work two jobs, or else working a job on their own to pay for their schooling. I also know that because of the people like all of you gathered in this room tonight, there are going to be many more students crossing the stage at graduation this year here at Lewis. It's because of people like you who care about these young people and see firsthand the lasting example of paving it forward, which is what's going on here tonight. Each of you sitting here tonight is a piece of the puzzle in forming a solution for those students through the Mission Fund here at Lewis. I look forward to celebrating with you this evening and showing Lewis's students, many of whom I've had a chance to meet this evening, that we are all interested in their success. Now, I'd like to invite you to the podium Michael Parker to give the invocation this evening. Michael?
Lord, bless all who are here tonight in support of our students. Their generosity makes a Lewis education possible for many. Their support of a LaSallian education continues the mission of St. John Baptist de La Salle to touch the hearts of students by providing a practical yet value-based education to our students, some of whom may be poor, marginalized, or feel left behind, but all are seeking meaning and purpose in their lives. Therefore, Lord, we are grateful for our benefactors and ask you to send blessings upon them and our meal together this night, and to help us, Lord, to be a blessing for each other. To you, Lord, be the glory this evening and for all ages. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. Please enjoy your dinner.
It is really an honor to welcome all of you tonight to be with us, to not only celebrate Lewis University. I do want to, in a special way, acknowledge that we are in the 300th anniversary of the anniversary of St. John Baptist de La Salle's passing. So the Christian Brothers have been educating students around the world for over 300 years, and this year we celebrate that 300th year And I just would like to acknowledge at the start here all the Christian brothers who are with us and all that they have done over the years. And I will get to Pat, but Pat is a significant person in supporting the Christian brothers. So we could just give a round of applause to all the Christian brothers. In your programs tonight, there is a long and appropriately long introduction to Mr. Pat Cermak, who we are honoring tonight with the award for the Signum Fidei Award, which is, the word means a sign of faith. And we are going to do a little video here in a second about Pat. But he truly is a sign of faith. Now, I've only known Pat for 3 years. Many people in this room, his family who are with us tonight, his beautiful wife who's joining us, they've known him for decades. But in the last 3 years, I have been really fortunate to get to know a man who really does put his faith into practice. He has come to me at different times and asked about specific students, about opportunities of making a difference for those students in our school who really need help. And he is willing to really go out of his way to make a difference at Lewis University, and not just at Lewis University, but across the Chicagoland area, and he is also a leader around the country. We are incredibly fortunate to have Pat as a friend of Lewis, as a philanthropist who supports our students, and as a member of the Chicagoland community.
Pat's the kind of person that never says no. I don't think he knows how to say the word no. He's always trying to help others. One of the first times we worked with each other is White & Company was building a new school, and we worked with Pat to make sure that school opened, and that's just part of who Pat is.
Pat is very faith and family oriented, and one of the reasons they chose St. Patrick is that is strong in the Lasallian charism, the faith and the family. He's such a high integrity, faith-driven guy, really generous to a fault.
So early on in his career at White & Company, he asked me to join him at his country club, which I did. And it was late afternoon, and shortly after I got there, he asked me to get in a golf cart. And we drove out onto the golf course, and behind a few bushes, he pointed and he said, "This is why I'm the luckiest man on earth." And there was his wife caddying for his youngest son.
Pat Cermak is priceless. He walks in with his charismatic personality and colorful attire to match, and he energizes all of us.
Pat really wants to know you as a person, what your values are, what drives you, and then complements that with his personality.
I've known Pat Cermak for many, many years, president, of course, of White & Company. He doesn't just initiate the relationship or help us to define what our needs are. He's on top of the project all the way along. Chooses excellent engineers and architects, but he's visible.
Thousands of examples every day where he helps the less fortunate, and he does it without fanfare, honorable integrity, stands behind his work. Does anybody know that Pat played college football, for example? Now, you can't tell with that little bit of pouch that he's got that we both have at this age, but he played college football.
I think Pat is a great role model in the business community. He's so proud of his Catholic faith and his beliefs and his commitment to both secondary education and higher ed.
Everything he does it with gusto, and that includes his faith. If everybody could match a little bit about what Pat Cermak does, the world would be a better place.
They not only built a tremendous STEAM lab at St. Patrick High School, they did it on budget, they did it on time, and they did it with class.
I know quite a bit about Pat, and as long as he continues to send me those monthly checks, my lips are sealed. Seriously, though, this is an award that Pat really deserves.
This award, Signum Fidei, means sign of faith. And there's really no one more genuine, filled with integrity and service to others than Pat Cermak. There's no one that deserves this award more than Pat Cermak. His faith in people like me and helping me, his faith in emerging leaders and entrepreneurs, his faith in his White & Company and their employees who helped build the Science Center at Lewis University, his faith in his wife Kathleen and their family, and really his faith in service to others and God. That's really a sign of faith.
Pat has done so much for the community. He was cycling off of the March of Dimes board when he decided to create an event among his peers in the construction and transportation industry. Through his leadership over the years, that event grew to generating hundreds of thousands of dollars in a single afternoon.
What the award does for me is tell me I have so much more to do. I know it's a recognition and an honor, but I actually see it as, okay, you got to get up and do it again tomorrow. You know, and more of you, more of us have to get up again and do it tomorrow. So I actually see it as a bit of a challenge to me and those of us in the room that we have so much more to do, and this is what we're supposed to do.
Congratulations, Pat. I'm really proud of you. The Signum Fidei Award given by Lewis University is quite an honor.
Thank you, Pat, and congratulations.
Pat, congratulations on behalf of the Christian Brothers and over so many generations of students and faculty and staff here. We really are very proud of you.
Congratulations, Mr. Cermak! Woo!
Thank you, Mr. Cermak.
Thank you, Mr. Cermak.
So it is truly an honor of mine to award Pat Cermak the Signum Fidei Award in 2019. And I will, just one last thing. I was really glad that Pat actually accepted it, because it took me about 2 weeks to convince him to actually, he said, I don't deserve this award. I said, but we're giving it to you. And he said, but I don't deserve this award. And that is a part of Pat's humility. And as he said in the video, he and all of us have a great deal more to do. So congratulations, Pat. I'm touched by you. You want a picture? Yeah, we'll get a picture with this. It's awesome. I'll give about 4 minutes.
Well. Thank you, Dave. Somewhere out there is Luigi. I can't see him. But thank you, Luigi. And thank you to all who had a hand in giving me this recognition. I have to read my notes, and Luigi said I have 4 minutes. So I am truly humbled and honored to receive this award. And truth be told, there is no way that I'm receiving this award if it weren't for some very special people in my life who have guided me, held my hand, and at times kicked me in my rear end along the path of life. There are way too many to thank, and I won't do that to you, but there's a few that I need to recognize. First, I see her. Kathleen, my wife of 36 years. Without her love and support, I am nothing. Your strength, courage, faith, and most of all, your positivity are simply amazing. You are my hero, and my world centers around you. To my boys, Joseph, Matthew, Michael, and Patrick, I couldn't afford girls financially or emotionally. A father could not be prouder than I am to be surrounded by you. You four give me all my inspiration, and I am definitely the luckiest dad in the world. To Mark White, my leader and friend, Mark and White and Company have given me a platform from which I have the ability to serve. Without White and Company, I'm not here tonight. To Brother James, he's at the clergy table, right? To Brother James, a role model to me and others of faith, dedication, and hard work. And lastly, to my three amigos. You saw them in the video: Donald Pope Davis, Jim Pollia, and Mark Dim. They have stood by me through thick and thin for over 4 decades. Best friends can't be found like them anywhere. Signum Fidei, sign of faith. That's the logo. The three kings, the Magi, had their sign of faith in that star that led them to the Christ child. And I know that is the center of the Christian Brothers emblem. Truthfully, it's only in the last few years I've given much thought to all the signs of faith in my life. And many of those signs are here in this room. So what does the sign of faith have to do with this event? Well, first we need to recognize that we, each one of you here tonight, are in fact signs of faith to others. And with that recognition comes responsibility. I want to challenge everyone here tonight to meet our responsibilities as people of faith. And here tonight, it's particularly about the students of Lewis University. The Lewis students need more than ever signs of faith in their lives. We of the older generations need to give them our leadership, our time, and yes, some of our treasure too. If we expect them to be the next great generation, then they too must become signs of faith. So please remember that those like us in this room who have been given much, much then is expected. Let's make tonight and every day special for these, our Lewis students. Let's show them we are truly signs of faith and committed to Lewis University and the mission of the Christian Brothers. In closing, a quote that I love to use is the reason birds can fly and we can't is simply because they have perfect faith. For to have faith is to have wings. As Joe Schmidt and Brother Conrad taught me, in the Christian Brothers tradition, as was done earlier tonight, I want to thank you all, but I'd love to say, St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. Thank you very much.
We at Lewis, as I think I've told many of you before, we're a part of an international teaching group and people who work both in education and to support the others that educate. And we educate almost 1 million people around the world, from K through MD. And Lewis is a part of that. We're about 6,400 students. Most of our students, we work with them as they're coming into the university and they have a sense of what they can afford. We help them with scholarships, and it all works out. They come for 2 years or 4 years. They come out of high school. Their parents have worked out how they can afford it. But many of our students are in a situation where they are very vulnerable in terms of their finances. They're in a situation where many of them are working 1 or 2 jobs. Their parents are working 1 or 2 jobs. And everything has to click just right. And most of us know this. Most of our lives are amazingly fine-tuned, you know, and especially if you have young kids, you know that you have to drop off the kids at the daycare, and then you have to go to work, and then you have to make sure that you pick them up, and then you got to take your older kid to the dance practice, and everything has to run just right. And what I want you to know is that for many of our students, that is exactly how their lives are. They go to class, then they leave for 3 hours and go to work, or 4 hours, and then they might come back for a night class or get on an online class, or they have to go to practice, or they're a part of the club or organization. And they work, and their parents work, and their parents write a check every month for $600 or $700, and they put their piece in. And this fund tonight is about when that breaks down. Because what happens for some of our students is they get to their junior or senior year, and their mom gets cancer, or their dad loses a job. And then that perfectly tuned system, which is just barely going to pay the mortgage and pay the tuition, falls apart. This fund is about mostly helping juniors and seniors who are a year or a year and a half away from getting their degree. The average student gets $3,800 from this fund, and over the past number of years, we've given away $1.9 million to support students at about $4,000 a piece. All of you know that the worst situation to be in relative to somebody who started college is to have 3.5 years and no degree. That is the worst situation to be in because you've already accumulated debt and you don't have your teaching license or you don't have your nursing degree. That is a situation that you can help us prevent tonight. So whether you give $200 or $500 or $1,000 or $5,000, you can make a difference in a student's life and keep them in school, get them to their degree so that they can go out and make a difference in society. That is what the Mission Fund does. And we hope to make a couple $100,000 tonight, and that money will be used up this year. So every year that we come back to you, it's because we took that $200,000 or $300,000 and we used it to support 40 or 50 students so that they could get their degree. So I just hope that you will be generous tonight, understand, you'll watch a video, and you'll see in this video the impact that your gift makes in the lives of our students.
It's very emotional sometimes because without that, I wouldn't be able to graduate. And I'm just very thankful for that. I'm sorry. I'm not the only one, that's gotten this help from the school and, our donors. My fiance has also received it, and for us, it means, getting our degrees and getting to start our lives together. We met here and, we fell in love here. We want to get married here kind of thing. So we really made Lewis our life for these past 4 years, and we want to continue to do so. When we're alone, we want to be able to give back to kids that they need it, and it's really cool to see that our alumni actually do care.
I received the Mission Fund scholarship because I had a overdue balance last year that I could not pay.
I received the Mission Scholarship in 2008 because I am from an impoverished background where my mother and father could not support me.
I received the Mission Fund because, of course, college is fun, but real life does happen. So with having a divorce in my family, this Mission Fund helped me finish out my career and my dream of becoming a nurse.
So being first generation, I didn't really know what it meant to even get a degree. I didn't know how expensive it was to pay for school.
So after finishing my undergrad degree, I went on to become a LaSallian volunteer. In the mission of St. John Baptist de La Salle, I served as a recreational coordinator / camp counselor, in which we had adjudicated youth there that were, some people would say are from the other side of the tracks, and we simply gave them hope and we taught them concepts for how to endure and how to overcome.
The Mission Fund was the difference between me coming to school this year and me having to drop out.
My wife actually has come back and she attends school here. So Lewis has become central, and the LaSallian mission has become central to our everyday lives, and we're raising our daughter on LaSallian concepts and principles. So you not only help this generation out, but you've helped the next generation as well.
Life without the Mission Fund would be very different. I think I still would have been a nurse, just not yet. And that would mean that I wouldn't have been with my patients, helping them along the way, comforting them and healing them. And I wouldn't just be in the amazing spot that this Mission Fund has helped me become.
Honestly, didn't think, I would be able to register this year. I thought I'd probably have to take a semester off to just catch up on tuition, but after receiving the scholarship, it really helped me out a lot, and I would like to thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart.
To the donors, I think the biggest thing that I would say is just thank you so much. You make an impact on everybody's lives, including my own, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for allowing me to continue my education and hopefully be able to help other people in return. So.
There you go. With us tonight, Tracy Bradley and Elizabeth Campus. Where are you? Come on out here. They were both featured in the actual video. Give them a nice hand. Come on over here, guys. I know they probably told you were going to be up on the stage, and here I am putting you on the dance floor. Thanks for coming out. It's great to have you guys here. Congratulations. This is it. These are the faces, folks, and many, many more just like them. I think it was Arnie Duncan, when he was Secretary of Education, I think he said that that talent is widespread and well distributed, but opportunity is not. And I feel like that's what these scholarships do, is they give them the opportunity. I have no idea what their potential is, but let's at least give them that chance. So we're going to give each and every one of you the opportunity to make a contribution tonight by giving Lewis University what they need above all for this mission fund. It is as simple as cash. I'm going to go through a series of dollar amounts. We're going to start high. If that's an amount you can give, you hold up your paddle, we'll put it on your account. We're going to work our way through levels. Our goal is to get as close to 100% participation in this room tonight. I want everybody to have a level that they're comfortable with. If you have been here previously, you know that we have been unbelievably fortunate to have Russ and Dawn Smythe step up, I don't know, for as long as I can remember, with a considerable match, dollar for dollar. Whatever you donate, they match it up to $25,000. That's back this year. So we want to thank them. But here's something kind of fun. In addition to that, our good friends at First Midwest Bank have said, we'd like to be part of this as well. We believe in these students at Lewis University as well. We'd like to piggyback on the amazing work that Russ and Dawn have done over the years, and we'd like to add an additional $50,000 to the match. That means tonight, $75,000 will be matched dollar for dollar. I need a pace setter in this room, somebody tonight that can start me out at the $10,000 level, knowing that it will immediately become $20,000. But at $10,000, nice and high, hold your paddles up. If you're at a $10,000 level, number 255 at $10,000. Put down number 196 also for $10,000. Anybody else at $10,000? Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How about $5,000? How about at a $5,000 level? I can tell you, board member Kathy Halloran gave us $5,000. She said she's in for this. So join Kathy, number 139 and 137 at $5,000. Anybody else at the $5,000 level? Give them a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Watch for your name up on the big board there. How about $2,500? At the $2,500 level, number 205 and 126, 174, and 138. $2,500? Anybody else at $2,500? I see a hand, and the paddle facing me says 140 also for $2,500. Anybody else at $2,500? Give them a round of applause. Nicely done. How about $1,000? I guarantee you they are handing out $1,000 scholarships all the time, and it makes such a difference. It keeps these kids in the school. At $1,000, 167 and 306, 166 and 121, 282, 171, 285 and 320, $1,000 to 180 and 301, 256 and 265, 252 also at $1,000. Anybody else at the $1,000 level? Put down number 183 for $1,000 as well. Anybody else? Give them a round of applause, please. How about $500? $500 goes a long way. 289 and 288 at $500. Number 125 in for $500. 103, 232, 155, and 118. 153, 135, 208, and 110. 281, 113, 235, and 150. Put down 234 as well at $500. Anybody else at $500? Here you go, number 302. Let's put him down for $500,000. No? Okay. Anybody else at 500? Give him a hand, folks. Nicely done. We're in the home stretch. How about $250? $250, that covers them. They got to pay their electric bill, their car payment, their insurance, something like that. That really is the difference between them staying in classes and having to get out. At $250, number 182 and 334, 286 and 209, 216, 229, 109 and 217, 173, 149, 230 and 325, 160, 307, 124 and 308, $250 to number 176 and 120, 211 and 159. Put down 189 as well at the $250 level. Anybody else? There you go, sir. Number 303 at $250. And I think I see something way in the back. There you are. Number 248 as well at $250. Anybody else? Please give them a round of applause. Outstanding. We're going to finish strong here at the $100 level. I wanted to make a couple of quick points. One, if I haven't mentioned a level that you want to contribute, please don't leave here just blaming it on me. Just tell them on the way out, hey, we want to donate $75 or $397 or whatever it is, you can do so there. And if you're somebody who just doesn't like to raise your hand publicly, you want to do this more privately, totally understand and we respect that. So pick up the phone, send an email on Monday, and if it's a month or 6 months from now that it's a better time for you, that's okay too. We put a big spotlight on what we do tonight, and that's great, but the doors are always open for those of you that want to support these men and women. So $100 is my final level. Hold them up nice and high for me. At $100, number 146 and 136, 191 and 151, 245, 170, 322 and 193, 207, 206, 218 and 186, 239, 177, 240 and 275, 186, 142, 144, 195, 112, 236, 194 and 290, 134, 128, 105 and 233, 305 and 270 and 324, all at $100. Put down number 330 as well at $100, and number 260 at $100 as well. Anybody else at $100? You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Outstanding. Thank you guys so very much. Best of luck in your studies. Continue. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Tracy and Elizabeth, thank you so much. All right, we're going to give away, bring me my raffle drawing barrel thingy-dooey up here. I've got a team. There they are. You can just bring it right out here. We're going to give away, we've got our fantastic raffle. We've got 2 prizes. Grand prize is a trip to Venice, Italy. Second place is a fall getaway to Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is awesome as well. So there you go. We've got it in here, and you guys are all hanging around. Do you guys want to do the drawing? Yeah? Do you have a ticket in here? You do not, so you're okay. So here's what you want to do, because we want to read these in reverse order, but we want it to be very dramatic. So the first one you pick out is going to be the grand prize winner. Ladies first. Student volunteer. No names on there? You're literally just got the job, right? Reach in, pull out a winner. This is your grand prize winner. Yep. Just one. She's the one to blame if you didn't win, okay? Just so we're clear. And this will be our second place winner. And I don't know, between the two, you want to pick? Yeah, good luck explaining that to her, dude. I don't want to pick it. I want it. All right, so this is your second place winner. This is going to be for a trip to Santa Fe, New Mexico for 1 week. You're going to stay at the luxurious lodge at Santa Fe. It's November 10th through the 17th, and it includes either $500 in spending money or an airline gift card, however you want to shake it all out. The winner is, and by the way, they may not be in the room. We've been selling these tickets for a while, but if you guys could keep a secret, we could just keep drawing until we get somebody who's in the room. Because that's probably brother is saying, no, I can't do that. Here you go. Congratulations to Joseph Cozy. C-O-Z-Z-I? I don't think I want to tell Joe Cozy he didn't win, so we're going to let him. He's your second place. Your grand prize winner here. You didn't get to do anything, so you're going to read the grand prize winner. You didn't get to pull it out there. That's your winner right there. Does the name look good? You can read it. The print is good.
Kevin Newquist.
Kevin Newquist, are you here? Kevin? Yeah? Over there? Kevin, you're going to Italy. How about that? I didn't even give you the details on it, I should tell you. Where are you going? 6 nights in a deluxe double room with breakfast every day, a bottle of wine upon arrival, and I'm sure there'll be many more after that. A free gondola ride, a 1-hour gondola ride, and a private St. Mark's Basilica guided tour, and a Venezia dinner show. So there you go. Don't bury the lead. It's 6 nights in Venice, Italy, my friend. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you so much. You guys, thank you very much as well. We appreciate it. We got these are official here, and I feel like I've lost my notes. Who am I bringing back up here? Oh, it's party time, right? There's nothing else to do. One more round of applause for Tom Skilling. He's just amazing. He gets asked to do 1,000 of these, but he always makes time for Lewis University. You should know that the photo booth is A, unbelievably cool, and B, totally available for the rest of the night. DJ Eric's going to be kicking up some tunes. Get your dancing shoes on, grab a drink, drop the lights, and thank you all so very much. You guys have been amazing tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night.